Hello, Animate here. 2019 has been an unbelievable year for anime. According to Ultra Munch, let's see what were the top 10 best anime of 2019. Now this is from ultramunch.com, so I will have a link in the description below. At number 10, Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. So a little bit of what they have. Mob is a young boy who is a powerful esper, and his master Regan is a fake psychic who runs a psychic consultation business and uses Mob to fix issues he can't. The second season of Mob Psycho feels as though there wasn't a 3-year break after the first season. This season finds Mob facing more powerful enemies with much higher stakes, but the message remains the same. Number 9. Fire Force. So a little bit what they have for this one. In an alternate universe, the world is besieged by a mysterious epidemic of spontaneous human combustion, transforming otherwise mild-mannered humans into ghoulish supernatural creatures known as infernals. Shinra Kusakabe, a third-generation pyrokinetic with aspirations of becoming a firefighting hero, enlists as a rookie firefighter of the Special Fire Force, a semi-religious order of pyromancers dedicated to exorcising infernals and defending Tokyo from their persistent threat. Number 8. Fruits Basket. Now this one is a remake of an original one that was made in 2001, so it's quite a nostalgic grab. The first season largely retells events that were already covered in the 2001 anime, but there is a second season, and the first season does have improvements in art, animation, and a closer adhesion to the manga's original story, but it's head and shoulders above what was already a classic. And if you haven't watched Fruits Basket, this is what they have. Fruits Basket follows the story of Toru Honda, a recently orphaned teenage girl who has begun to live with the Soma family. However, the Soma family is harboring a curse. When hugged by members of the opposite sex, some of the family members turn into an animal from the Chinese zodiac. Number 7. Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season. So this one says, the show follows the 5 girls of a high school literature club as they collectively start thinking about sex and adult relationships for the first time. They're all individuals attempting to figure out their feelings and sexuality, and their stories interconnect as they collectively support and sometimes impede each other. It is stressful, hilarious, awkward, and heartwarming. Also melodramatic, cringeworthy, and absolutely brilliant. Number 6. Carol and Tuesday. Little about what this one says. Set in a distant future where mankind has started moving to Mars, Carol and Tuesday centers 2 titular characters who are worlds apart from one another. However, after a fateful encounter, their love for music unites them and they end up forming a band of their own to chase their dreams together. But in a world full of perfect AI singers, will the originality of their voices find a place of its own? Halfway there at number 5. Diro. So this one says, amid a terrible plague at the height of Japan's Warring States period, Lord Daigo Kagamitsu of the Ishikawa province makes a pact with 12 demons to save his region and secure a path towards a future of wealth and power in that region. In exchange, each of the demons collects on Kagamitsu's debt by taking body parts from his newly born son. The infant still manages to survive with the help of a noble medicine man, who ends up replacing all of his missing organs with primitive prosthetics. Number 4. Dr. Stone. This one says, the anime follows the story of Senku Ishigami, a genius, sleek-haired high school student with a passion for astronomy and space exploration, and his oafish, lovable childhood friend, Taiju Oki, as they attempt to rebuild civilization in the wake of a mysterious event that transforms every human being on the planet into stone for almost 4,000 years. Its premise, to put it simply, is about a mad scientist who embarks on a quest to revive every human being on the planet and crack what caused their sudden affiliation, using nothing more than wits, brawn, guile, and pure ingenuity of science. Number 3. The Promised Neverland. Little about this one. The story follows Emma, who is an 11-year-old orphan living in a Gracefield house, a self-contained orphanage housing her and 37 other orphans. They may not have a family, but they're surrounded by friends who love them and life just seems to be perfect. When Emma and her friend venture away from the orphanage, they discover a shocking secret. So, they need to try to get out. What's best about The Promised Neverland is the show never lets up on the initial momentum, and despite it being a show with very little actual action, each episode is dripping with tension, building towards one heck of a climax that satisfyingly wraps up the season. Number 2, Land Saga. So a little about what they have for this one. When the news of a blossoming war between England and Denmark reaches a Danish settlement in Iceland, an old Viking is ripped from his peaceful hiding to protect the village. Little does he know that his young son, Thorfinn, stored away on his ship, and they depart for a tragic adventure that will set the child on a bloody, painful path for revenge. This fantasy period piece is part drama, part action, and filled with compelling characters and plot lines, and a whole lot of grief that comes within. There's no other anime quite like this, and the premise alone would make it worth a look. Now, they do have some honorable mentions. At number 4, they put My Roommate is a Cat. Number 3, Attack on Titan Season 3. Number 2, Kaguya-sama Love is War. And number 1 for honorable mentions, Run with the Wind. And at number 1, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. So this one states, although Kimetsu no Yaiba follows quite an unoriginal storyline, where a young boy named Tanjiro Kamado helms on the responsibility of taking care of his family after his father's death, life seems to be going just fine for him and his family, until one day, everything comes crashing down. Tanjiro decides to visit a nearby village just to make some money by selling charcoal. But when he comes back home, he discovers that his entire family has been brutally murdered by demons. The only survivor, his sister, has been turned into a demon. Enraged by this, he embarks on a vengeful journey to destroy all the demons who killed his family. Demon Slayer's battles are just the best looking of any anime this year, and the action sequences are, quite frankly, out of this world, each unique from the last and grounded by tension. With a generic shonen formula, it outshines almost all anime out there with its outstanding production value. So, there you have it. There is the top 10 anime that ultramunch.com have for 2019. If you liked, please go check it out. I will have it in the description below. And please like my video and subscribe to me to show me some support. If you like my video, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, night, wherever you are. Animate out.